Morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lasham Briefing for Sunday, the 26th of May, 2024. We'll start with the synoptic, and yesterday's picture here shows the occlusion out in the North Sea and this warm front basically squeezing the weather over the UK. We're going to run that forward through midnight last night. You can see the occlusion here moving over the UK, brought us a fair bit of rain last night, and into lunchtime today, we've got this trough running from sort of North Wales down to Kent. That's going to bring with it a few showers, maybe the odd thunderstorm, but there may be a gap towards the sort of southeast corner that we might fall into, and we might get a little bit of flying today. The spot winds, 220, 10 knots to 240, 25 knots, depending on whether you're north of us or south of us. So we're going to have a southwesterly flow today, and it will be quite brisk at times. Looking at the sat pick, if we just run that through to 7:45, we can see that if we zoom into the UK here, that big swirl of cloud there is moving slowly to the north and east, and there is a small gap behind it coming our way. So we may be fortunate, we may get a bit of flying in today. But as I say, it's going to be showery, windy, possible thunderstorms, and probably not the best day for teaching and conversions to baby grubs, for instance. Looking at the rain radar, you see this is all the rain here that came through last night. We're on the back end of that band of rain, and there's your gap. There's the showers building up down sort of Cornwall way at the moment. If we run the forecast through, we can see those showers building, and they're not too bad until we get to, say, maybe mid-afternoon, and you can see they're starting to build up locally to us now. Some of them are going to be quite large. If we're unlucky, we'll get directly over the top of us. If not, we might just get away with it. Looking at the local weather, they're saying that there's going to be a few breaks in the cloud from about 9, so 10 o'clock. Probably a bit of a sucker's gap as far as the competition is concerned, but we might get lunch in there. And then around about lunchtime and into the afternoon, showers building up with the possibility of thunderstorms. Temperatures are going to be about 15, 16 throughout the day, with the winds southwesterly, sort of 13, 14 knots, but there's gusting sort of 23, 24, and then mid-afternoon up to 28 knots. That could be quite restrictive for us. Looking at GFS, they're saying around about 17 centigrade, with a dew point around about 13. And the local temperature right now is about 12.8, dew point just under 11. And looking out the window, you can see we've got these layers of something like strato, and it's quite low level at the moment, and a bit of drizzle coming out of it. Odium, they're saying 10 knots from the southwest at this time with 12 degrees centigrade, 100% humidity, visibility 10 k's or more and light rain. And Farnborough, they're saying 1407 knots, greater than 10k visibility with broken clouds at 500 feet, broken again at 3,200, 4,000, temperature 13, dew point 12. So moving on to SkySight, they show an optimistic sort of window in the southeast of the country down in Kent, and looking at the cross section, we've got quite a thick layer of cloud up until about lunchtime, and then in the afternoon perhaps a bit of soaring, but that's where the convection is going to kick off, and that's where we're going to get our showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Top meteo showing something similar, and if we look at the top meteo for the thermals, we can see they're showing showers and rain through the morning, clearing up in the afternoon, and there's your gap that would possibly be a competition task. I don't think they're going to grid until after briefing, so we'll just have to bear with them as they come out on the airfield. NOTAMs today. Locally, we've got Barton Stacey, and of course, here at Lasham, the gliding comp is NOTAMs. If anybody does go north at Newbury, there's parachuting. It's a display team that's going to be there, and I think they're doing multiple drops. So that's from about 12 o'clock through until sort of late afternoon. 11 to the south of us, the Battle of Britain Memorial flight at Denmead. I'm not sure if that's going to go ahead or not, but it is NOTAM, so we have to respect that NOTAM and stay clear of the area. And 18 towards the sort of better part of the area down to the southeast is rocket firing at Crawley, sort of mid to late afternoon. Moving on to the airfield briefing then. Let's just bring up the aircraft allocation for today. Sunday evening aerobatics has been cancelled, I'm afraid. Whether it's going to be a brisk southeasterly wind, the instructor in charge has said that because of the gliders parked down the runway, they can't operate into wind, so they won't be doing the Sunday evening aerobatics. So sorry about that. Single-seater wise, there's just one baby grub booked for the afternoon. It may be a bit windy for that conversion, but we'll deal with that nearer the time. As far as the two-seaters are concerned, there's about 7 people on the casual list, with 1 K21 allocated, but of course there's another 2 K21s and a K13 available all day, and there's 1 K13 for trial flights being allocated as well. So competition rules apply for launching. It'll be ARIT only today. We'll set up on runway 27 for a dry operation. The club ARIT towing and club grid will be to the north side grass if there's a grid at all. I very much doubt that today with the weather. The competition grid will be on the main runway, and as I say, they're planning to grid after briefing, so around about 11 o'clock. When they're launching, tug landings will be both sides of the runway, and then at the end of the day, club gliders returning to the airfield, please do right-hand circuits to land on 27 north on the grass. Okay, so here's the launching setup. Club grid and club launch point just to the north there. Competition grid on the runway, tugs landing either side, and then later on in the day, the task hasn't been set yet, so we can't say what direction the competition gliders are going to be landing, but they will be on the hard and the grass to the south of the hard runway. Club and non-competition gliders will be landing 27 grass north only. Thank you very much for your time. Have a good day's flying, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you out in the airfield later on. Thanks a lot. Bye.